Saints, it's lovely to see you, and I hope that you are enjoying September, at least the beginning of September, as September is not only my birthday month, but also Kana's birthday month. It's a big deal here at St. Mary's, along with several others of you as well, so I hope that your month is getting off to a good start. I wanted to talk a little bit more about our Bible reading for this upcoming week. And so for this week, we're starting off in Ezekiel chapter 13, and we'll read through Ezekiel chapter 33. So kind of the heart of the book of Ezekiel before we get to its climactic ending. And so within this upcoming week's readings, there's a fair amount of doom and gloom description of the destruction that is to face the people of Israel and Judah, and that they faced already. I invite you to pay attention to the motifs, especially around faithfulness. There are several times where God describes Israel and Judah. God describes God's people as God's spouse, but nonetheless God's spouse who wasn't totally faithful. In particular, we have chapter 23, where there's an allegory of these two women, Oholah and Oholiba, who are respectively Israel and Judah. And so pay attention to that. And then towards the end of this week's reading, we get many oracles and lamentations, not just over the people of Israel, but then also some of the surrounding peoples from Tyre, from Egypt. And so there's a lot in there around those that are brought high will be brought low, and also a lot in there about how God does not appreciate it when the nations around the people of Israel look at them and say, I told you so. And so apparently you're not supposed to kick someone while they're down. Anyway, that's more or less what we have in Ezekiel. All this is happening in the midst of the exile, and Ezekiel's life is kind of rough, but there we are. All right, well, I hope you enjoy this week's reading, and we'll see you soon.